And welcome back to the Careful Boys. And in breaking news in Minneapolis, just right now, a lady has just been shot apparently by ICE agents. There's some conversation on the reason. Apparently, an angle of this video that we're gonna play right now and live react to shows that in this Minnesota ICE shooting, she may have been obstructing federal agents and disobeying lawful orders, but to get out of the vehicle. But we're just gonna watch it real quick, and then we'll make an understanding of it.
Why is the car faced that way?
Whoa.
He shot her.
Yo, why are you obstructing?
He's got a spit.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
I want to see from the other side.
I know.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude. That's crazy.
Wow.
Dude, you did a murder for what?
So when
Wow.
her car like pushes forward, there's a dude within.
I didn't see that. Did you guys see it?
I can't see it. That's what they're saying, is that the dude like went like this, and
I wish I saw the other guy, like the other side, because I've seen footage where there's a cop surrounding a car, and then there's a driver that won't get out, right? And then there's an officer like right in front of the car, and then they're trying to ram him over, and then I feel like that's justified, but I can see the footage. That one, I'm like, I can't see the.
maybe you gotta wait for the body cam.
Well, shooting for obstruction's pretty crazy, but we also don't know what they're looking at. Because if the shooting was from the guy that was at the driver's side window, if the chick was reaching for what could look like a weapon, then it's called for why he would pull out a gun. But then we don't know. There's like so much unknown that's happening.
And was the shooter the guy that she was charging toward?
It looked like there was another guy. It looked like there was another guy that was in front.
Because I didn't see the cop that was walking up to her dump.
No,
right?
He didn't take a gun out.
That's complicated, dude.
Right?
Yeah, it says the Department of Homeland Security confirmed this morning that an ICE agent shot and killed a woman in Minneapolis. The DHS alleged that a woman attempted to ram her car into ICE agents and an agent shot and hit her. However, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey said that narrative is false. It was done in self-defense, is garbage, says Frey.
So, there's a lot of eyewitnesses, so they probably could testify for or against it.
Who said it's false? The head of
The mayor.
Oh, the mayor? Oh. So the mayor is on the lady's side, it seems like, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Well,
It's crazy.
I don't really know like when it is and isn't okay for them to shoot, because like I've seen different things being handled in different states. Because like in Hawaii they barely shoot. Like they that's the last fucking resort. But there's like hella shit that goes down. It's just that I never see cops like shoot anybody.
But between like let's say a car is headed straight to you, right? And you're like in the exact path, and then you shoot them at that point. Or if you do a fucking bullfighting Toro thing where you get out of the way and then you shoot after you're out of the way, is that a difference in court? Because that's what that looks like to me. It looks like they did a Toro.
Could have stepped aside, yeah.
It looks like he did step aside and then shot from the side.
Yeah, I don't even know.
But that's what it looks like from that perspective.
And I'm also confused too, because like if you're a federal agent, but if you're acting in certain states, then do you follow the gun laws
of that
of the state or of the federal? Like I don't know either.
Because ICE agents are federal, right? And then what led up? Like I'm just curious what led up to it, because it looked like they did a pit maneuver, and then her car was like already.
Yeah, it was already horizontal or something.
And then they were all like coming up to
It
her.
looks like she's blocking them.
This is Department of Homeland Security spokesperson Tricia McLaughlin issuing the following statement. ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. An ICE officer, fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow officers, and the lives of the public, fired defensive shots, used his training, and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. Thankfully, the ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make full recoveries.
Okay, I could see how this is gonna be crazy.
So it's supposed to be defensive shots.
Yeah, but it does look very like
Not that crazy, right? Like, no, I'm saying it doesn't look like the vehicle is being used as a weapon.
Right, that's where the conflict's gonna be,
Right.
Because it's not
And maybe it
clear,
was,
but
but-
it's not
Yeah.
clear, right? And then you
Yeah.
can totally see the department covering up. So
Right.
they're like, oh no, she was trying to kill somebody,
Right.
And then you could see the opposing side that's like, no, clearly she was just trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
it looks like one of those moments, when like the body cam's on and some situation happens, you finally see the body cam footage and it's like, okay, I understand why you did that, but did you need to unload the whole clip?
Or why didn't you shoot
Yeah.
the tires?
Why did you shoot his kneecap when he was running?
They're trained to, eliminate the threat by just killing them. They're never trained to harm.
If you shoot
Like,
the tires, she wouldn't have got away.
And with like the video's short too, because was this her 5th time trying to ram them? You know what I mean? Because you never know.
Holy shit.
It could be.
Like, okay, that's 4 times. You do it one more time.
Because a lot of them could just be verbal. Hey, ma'am, please don't do that. And they're, we have such a short clip, and from far away, we don't really know what's happening.
I don't know how I feel about like ICE agents in general, because I'm like, what gives any agent the right to enter your place of business, frisk all your fucking employees? Just like, no, but it's happened to people like in my street. Like they
That's
just
not
pull
very
up.
aloha.
Yeah, it's happening.
Do they need to present a search warrant?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Just bust in?
But I just hear like from other businesses and restaurants, like they just come in and then they start checking everybody. And so like, to me, I just believe in more like sovereignty in general. I just feel like the federal government and they should all stay out of shit unless there's a legitimate, like
Like a warrant.
major warrant though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's a violent criminal on the loose, like the public's, I don't give a fuck really if it's just like someone's papers expired. Like that
Yeah.
shit to me is like, dude, then make it more like clerical.
That's why I don't like
Make it like someone comes with a clipboard and be like, hey, you got to update your fucking license. Just like if you violate, to me, it's too extreme. It's like, yeah, like, hey, you have a fucking health code violation. So the SWAT team's coming in to fucking kill your ass.
Yeah.
That to me is too extreme.
Or even the Tyson's Chicken raids, where they just go to Tyson's Chicken, they just raid them.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm like, why aren't you arresting the guys who own Tyson's Chicken who are paying for people who don't live here legally? Like,
Right.
It's their fault.
Yeah, go to that guy's mansion.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And when you think of ICE agents and like illegals, you like the whole narrative's been, let's get these drug, dealers out. Let's get these rapists out or whatever. Go for those guys. Not
Yeah.
like the guy that's been working and he's so busy that he never fucking got his papers together. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. So to me, it's a little extreme, but also the protesters don't help. Like, the situation by like,
Voluntarily trying to be a martyr.
yeah.
But
So
I will
it's
say,
an ugly
we
situation.
probably don't have this video if not for the protesters there.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because who knows when we'll see the body cam footage or anything like that.
Yeah. It
If-
might have been deleted. Yeah.
I mean, if it's going to be bad for the feds, I think they will
Yeah.
not show it, right?
Or at least if you're there to film the video, it's their attitudes towards the protests. I think when the protesters, when they're too antagonistic, then you're only going to escalate the situation and never goes good,
Yeah.
You got to be
Yeah.
nice protesters out there.
or don't record in Hakalugi so loud
Yeah.
and like, like shut up. You guys need to record better.
This is America, though. I could just yell "fuck you" if I want to.
Yeah.
I think.
You can yell "fuck you" for sure. The second you like physically get in the way, though, it's like it becomes a.
I agree.
Even though like I don't particularly like protesters, I don't think it's worth their life to do any of that shit.
Yeah.
No.
Like that's asking for it. You can't obstruct. And that's the thing is like they talk so much about how untrained or like gung ho and uncontrollable ICE agents are. Then that's more of a reason to not be in the line of fire, right? If you
Is
got
that
these
is that the
trigger happy people
going like stereotype? Agents are gung ho.
from the left,
It's been since COVID. It's the whole thing about police training has been that they're all not trained well. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
the left's opinion is like I from what I've gathered is that like ICE agents are not qualified to do these like
The vetting process isn't like becoming an officer. They don't go through the same like
because they go through the same what is it called, like federal law enforcement academies as correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like Border Patrol, Secret Service, FBI agents. I think they do.
well, that's the narrative of the left.
I don't. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm curious. I'm curious what the stereotype is, because it could be true. The stereotype could be true.
Yeah.
But because they could be guys that like they've been around for a long time and now they just felt like they have a purpose. So now they're like, we're gonna get these fuckers. But I do see your point, because I'm like, if your mission is to find illegal immigrants, why isn't it more clerical? Why do they even need to be armed?
Because it's like if you're going and you have a fugitive that's a dangerous criminal, that actually makes sense, because like even in regular policing, right? Like you have a profile, armed and dangerous. We're gotta go serve this warrant. We gotta grab this motherfucker up. That makes a lot of sense. But whenever someone has a non-violent offense and all that stuff, you don't need the fucking SWAT team.
It's like if IRS agents had guns. It's like, why do you need one?
Well, they were trying to do that. Remember?
Yeah, but you get summoned. So like if you fucking violated some shit and you're non-violent, you get summoned. You get like you don't have the SWAT team, is what I'm saying. Where like ICE agents all fucking armed, hella deep, like they're doing raids, right?
but then wouldn't clerical agents be even easier to obstruct?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but I think it matches the mission. So what I guess from my point of view, it's usually you want your firepower to match the mission. So if
Uh-huh.
you're like going to restaurants and you're like the grader,
yeah.
and you're making sure they match the health code, that health code guy doesn't need a pistol to match it. So if you're just catching people with expired papers, why does this guy have to have mace, like a baton? Like why is he so like hooked up in that?
Maybe because it's the same thing where like someone having a mental health crisis, it's kind of like you have to be prepared. I'm just assuming that like why would they go with the bet that it's going to be easy to do?
It's like a repo man. Like a
Yeah.
repo man should be ready for like whatever, because he doesn't
Yeah.
know who he's gonna get.
The repo man doesn't have a firearm.
Usually they do.
They do.
Yeah.
The repo man? Oh,
Usually they
wow.
do, but they don't draw.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, they have it at their disposal, but they don't escalate to that unless
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
comes to that.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you're gonna repo somebody who's not gonna do anything, and sometimes you're gonna get some junkyard dog fella who's gonna come after you.
I don't think it's right either.
It could be that in the process they might, because if they don't have a background on everybody, right? Like they might be conducting a raid and there is a cartel member. There are like they could happen.
If you're going after people with no visible record, how do you know what you're up against? I just assume they're looking at it like, why be unprepared?
And that goes back into like what he said earlier, like depending on like the gun laws of that state, like if everybody's armed and stuff, you just need to be prepared, right?
If you're trying to raid a place in Texas or something.
But what I did hear from a guy in law enforcement is that there is actually like a warrant to that location, like let's say a factory, because there was maybe a dangerous criminal or something, right? But then while they're there, they conduct other like checks with everybody else. But I'm kind of gray area on that, because if you're there to get that one guy, just get that one guy, because you're gonna ask other people that might be potential American citizens. I don't know.
Is this another angle?
It's just complicated.
So this is the same angle, but I just found like a higher quality full screen version, and I was watching it a couple times just to understand what was going on. So this guy right here is gonna start trying to open up this car door. There is another agent that's in front of this car. That agent is the one that this car is about to start hitting, and he's the one who jumps to the side and pulls out his gun to shoot. So you can see right here, there's a guy right there.
Okay, you see, he's already moving that way. Okay.
Yep. And then she goes forward, so then he pulls out his gun, and then he's the guy who shoots.
That's a lot different.
Okay, so
So that nose did bump.
it's that Toro situation.
Shit. So again,
So
immediately
he had a cape and he went like that.
this guy comes out, tells her to get out the car. She pulls back. She goes forward, and then that guy jumps out of the way and starts shooting.
It looks like she's doing one of those like back up to go forward, and then her wheels turn to the right.
Yeah.
So you can argue that she's trying to get between them.
I also
Like, if
can
you
you
look-
slow it
look,
down?
look
It
at
also
that.
looks like he went to draw as she was reversing. Can you go back like frame by frame?
Can you enhance it?
Can you zoom in? See, look. Wait. So he already drew his weapon.
Well, that's when she's going forward, though. Technically,
About to, yeah. Well, because it looks like it honestly, to me now, it looks like she is trying to get out of there.
It doesn't look like she's trying to hit him, so to speak.
Her, her wheel's already to the right. Look at her
Yeah.
wheel. Look at her wheel.
Yeah, she's turning away.
She's trying to go through the gap. Because that guy made the gap before she went forward.
I don't think the
Yeah.
officer is like looking at the wheels, brother. Like, you know what I mean? I think he sees a car coming at him.
I think like he's still doing what he's trying to do, but it looks like why would she turn the wheel to the right if he's standing to her left?
Yeah. I don't know that she was trying to kill him either.
I don't think she was, to be honest.
Timing wise, it seems like he pulled the gun early too. Look at that. It wasn't like, it doesn't look like threat and then pull. It looked like I'm already gonna have my gun out. Oh fuck! And boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Like I'm already gonna have my gun out in case something happens, and then oh shit, he's coming.
Is that good training, or is that like what is that?
It's such a heat of the moment thing. I don't know what.
I mean, in a calm state of mind, in beautiful Las Vegas, it looks anticipatory,
Yeah.
which is like kind of like trigger happy. It doesn't look like threat. Let me react to it. It's like, oh, is something gonna happen?
But in the movies, you go freeze, LAPD, and then she goes, okay, there's a gun out.
Because it's like Steve said, he's not going to look at the fucking wheels at that moment. It looks like she's going to hit him. It does look like from his perspective, she's going to hit him. But from this perspective, you can clearly see she was turning to the right and he was to her left. So I feel like they're going to argue that in court to be like, why would she turn to the right knowing he's on the left?
But then from his perspective, if he can't see that, like, does that matter that much? You know, like the car's coming in his direction, and she's like an aggregator. Like,
I'm sure they're gonna argue that. So
And the
it's-
other, I think, thing in question is what other choices he had. And I would argue it's probably easier to jump out the way than to pull out a gun and shoot, because even if you killed the driver, their foot could be stuck on the accelerator and still smash you.
Which it did happen. She smashed into another car.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Like I feel like I mean, I don't know, maybe I just watched too many movies, but it feels like most cops jump out of the way and then shoot from behind after they're safe,
yeah.
right? They don't try to stop a raging bull.
Nah.
They usually go, "Oh shit." And then as they're driving away, boom, boom, boom.
But in this
I don't know,
situation,
you know?
legally,
I don't
is
know.
it if you obstruct an ICE agent, are you already like under arrest for obstructing an ICE agent?
That's true because it's federal agents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because it like then that means that while she was being placed under arrest, she like boned out, which would be
Yeah.
a big difference.
And
too.
if this is already like a designated crime scene, are the rules that much more escalated already? Like if they're already like, this is our zone right now under our jurisdiction,
yeah,
then is everything already under, crazy?
right.
Yeah,
It's not like
I
he's
don't
in the middle
know.
of traffic.
I think that's why they use the argument of his life was in danger, because that's the clear cut, like, no
Yeah.
matter what state you're in.
Right.
Because I don't know any state where if you don't like if you're evading arrest or whatever it is, they still can't kill you for it.
You know what's sad is that it looks like it'll be summed up to she didn't mean to kill him, but too bad.
Yeah.
Because she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, too bad because it's not only is she dead, but too bad all the things around it, why she was there, his perspective, it's not gonna help that her intention was good.
Or I mean, it's like Bart said, it's like she's still trying to flee the cops. Like there's so much to it we don't know.
The sad part is
Man.
just someone passed away for what seemed like easily avoidable.
And it makes no difference to the cause, really. That's what sucks. I hate to see it.
Yeah, it just further separates everybody, and yeah, this is crazy.
Hopefully some nice guy's drugstore doesn't get smashed tonight.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like that always sucks too.